Daniella, what do you get for Daniella? What do we get for you, Daniella? Daniella, your mind is an altar to source of energy, okay? This is definitely something that I want you to know and understand, that what you're doing at the minute, you're opening yourself up, okay? You are having this intuition that is becoming more apparent, okay? You're becoming more aware of your surroundings. You're finding your path. You're finding your direction. You're finding who you're meant to be as well, okay? And this is showing you that you are shifting old energy away and that you are welcoming new energy in, okay? You're taking control of what you had, and that is power. And that is something where, look at this, I call back my power, okay? So again, this is showing you the strength that you needed to know and understand, right? Because when you start showing that you're calling back what it was that you'd lost, it shows you're looking at it in a completely different light and way to what you would have done before previously. You're seeing this from a higher perspective, okay? This higher perspective is showing you the depths that you're needing to go, the things that you're needing to understand, the vibrations that you're needing to recognize, but not just that, the things that actually needed a little bit of a polish, I'd like to say, right? When I say that, what I mean is that sometimes things can get a little bit hazy, or things can get a little bit misty or clouded even, right? And sometimes you just need to give it a little bit of a polish to really open up what it is that you're needing to see very strongly. And I'm talking about your intuition, okay? I'm talking about gut instincts. I'm talking about things that you need to start trusting within yourself, okay? And I keep tapping my third eye because I feel like your third eye for quite some time was a little bit blocked, and it was a little bit overlooked by negative thoughts and by negative emotions and things that you wasn't expressing, okay? Things that were hidden, things that you needed to acknowledge within yourself. And that was knowing your worth, okay? And knowing that you are worthy. And again, it shows that you are finding into that direction and movement within yourself. That not only that, yeah, but that cup was being wasted, yeah? It was being wasted. It was wasted energy and wasted things that wasn't getting the response that it needed to get, okay? And this is where Spirit is saying to you very, very, very strongly now, it's about filling that cup up, right? Understanding the things that we didn't see within ourselves, and that was knowing our worth, yeah? And I don't feel you knew your worth, and I'm just going to be real and honest and straight with you. I don't feel you recognised your worth, and that's where things started to decline and go a little bit backwards and not going forward. But then I feel Spirit stopped it from going too far backwards, and they just put you a bit at a standstill, yeah? So they put like a bit of a blockage on it, a bit of an obstruction, and a bit of a pit stop, okay? And this is where I feel that Spirit had to do that to get you to acknowledge what it was that you had been wasting, okay? Because it was knowing who you are, but also loving you and knowing what it was that you needed to feel within your soul, okay? And I just feel for a long time that you felt very lonely and very lost and like a lost soul, you know what I mean? Yeah? But this is where Spirit is telling me that you're not alone, okay? Because sometimes when you're in that bit, you can't see it, but there was a lot of like lost behavior, okay? And this is where Spirit is saying to me that this is where you had to clear the past behind. You had to find balance. You had to find direction. Look at this. Wow. You had to clear your karma, okay? You had to find what needed to be cleared, what needed to be recognized, and what needed to be heard within itself as well, okay? And again, this is what is showing you what you've needed to know and understand, okay? Direction, finding what it is, because my breath connects me to life. Absolutely, okay? When you start to see the things that you need to see and you start breathing it, that's when you know what it is that you have to do, okay? And sometimes it takes having that alone time just for a minute to get yourself grounded, to get yourself aligned, to get yourself reassured as of to what it is as well, okay? To recognize the things that you're going towards, okay? And this is, I was called here on a mission. So yes, you was called here on a mission. You was called here because you have a purpose. You was called here to acknowledge the things and know your worth. You was here to understand what it was you needed to do and to know you're safe here as well. But also to know that it was about taking back your power so you could love yourself again and you could find your pathway and direction as you lovingly accept yourself for who you are. Okay, that's very, very, very powerful right there as well. And once you start to understand that and know, again, I promise you, my lovely, look at this. Truth is my teacher, and that's what it needed. It needed some truth, and I feel like you've got the truth, okay? And that is why you're starting to see things for what they actually are now, okay? Because it's okay to feel what you need to feel. Exactly that, okay? And that's where you're at, my lovely. It was about coming back home to your body, all right? And that's what I get for you. Thank you so much, and love and light to you. Big love. Love us in the chat. Just a quick one. Woodland life. Woodland life. Listen to me, sweetheart. That was a general reading. You're very right, because that's a few cards. That's just a little snippet of what I can do. If you, same back to you, mate, as well. If you want to go and see evidential readings, yeah, then please do so. Get in contact with Tano. She'll send you the LINK to the YT and you can go and check it out. All right? But in reference to what you just sent me there, same back to you. Same back to you. Okay? Because living with purpose brings you prosperity. Absolutely. Hello, FJ. Okay. So let's go. Love up in the chat. Let's go.